Okay, guys, 8 o'clock, time for us to get started. So, welcome to the call. My name is Roger Garth. It's my pleasure to be your host for the call tonight. So, tonight's call is always an exciting call because on Wednesday night we get the opportunity to look at a business that's changing the lives of hundreds of thousands of people around the world. And when it comes to explaining the opportunity, I can't think of anyone better than the person who invited me and one of my very best friends to this business in the first instance. He's from Utah, in Salt Lake City, in Utah, in North America. His name is Brandon Boyd, and he is a Chairman 50 with the company. Brandon, you just open your camera? There you go. Fabulous. Over to you, Brandon.
Awesome. First, want to make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. Put some thumbs up.
Loud and clear.
All right. Awesome.
Perfect.
Well, first of all, guys, appreciate you having me on. I love doing these calls every Wednesday. In fact, I actually do these calls 2 times a day to basically show people what it is that we're doing. And background of myself is I'm married. I've got 6 kids and haven't had a job in 16 years. This is what I do. Both through Zoom and traveling around the world. Obviously, I can't right now, but teaching people the skill of actually being able to trade currency, make money, take advantage of the time that you have, get debt freedom. How many people want their house paid off, the cars paid off, the credit cards and all that stuff. These are the things that I've been able to achieve in my life, the debt freedom, the lifestyle, the being able to choose, the time to do the things that you really want to do. And so I'm really excited to share these things with you. And what I'm going to do is everything I talk about today, I'm actually going to show you the evidence of it because I think it's really important for you guys to actually see the proof behind what I say, because it's not the information as much as it is actually seeing what it can actually do for people. So one of the questions I like to start with is, and this was actually asked to me back in 2015, what if you could take advantage of the largest financial market in the world? When I was asked that question, I thought they were talking about the stock market. Well, I found that it was actually the foreign exchange. A lot of people have heard of the foreign exchange. They don't know what it is. I didn't know what it was either. It's known as Forex, F-O-R-E-X, which does, according to a recent statistic from Bloomberg, over $6.6 trillion per day. And if you think about that, that's longer than your phone number with the area code included. And so I thought to myself, well, how can I actually get a piece of the $6.6 trillion? If that's the case, what does that mean to you? And how can you capitalize on it to your benefit? So essentially, how can you get your piece of the pie? That's the real question, because $6.6 trillion, it means nothing to you and it means nothing to me unless somehow we can actually benefit from that. Otherwise, we're just saying, wow, 6.6 trillion, that sounds so exciting, but it doesn't actually change your life. Well, first, you need to understand how currency trading works. And I'm going to make this very simple because when it was first explained to me, I thought, can't they just make this easier? When they tried to explain it to me, it just didn't make sense. So I've broken this down really simple. If I left the United States and I go to Germany, when I get to Germany, in order to buy stuff, I have to exchange the US dollar for what's called the euros, which is what they would use in Germany. Now, if I then go from Germany and I fly to Mexico, I exchange the euros for what? The peso, because that's what they use in Mexico. All right. So this is how foreign currency works. The value of the currency of each country changes all day long, 24 hours a day. And so this means that the money that you exchange could actually be valued higher by the time you exchange it back for your original US dollars. Look at COVID-19, everything that's affected all the numbers up and down and craziness everywhere, right? Well, a lot of people are not capitalizing on that. We are, all right? And so most people, because they're not able to capitalize it, they're not able to really benefit, and that's what we do. We've made this easy, okay? You can trade the currency from your phone or computer through following strategies that we ourselves have put together over the last 7 years. You've got the opportunity to make money all day. In fact, I just put in a trade right before this webinar and just did another 5%. I think my trading partner and I have done over 15% today alone. Okay, think about that, 15%. My traditional retirement, it's not even at 3% for the year. Okay, and so this is a big deal. And if it sounds too good to be true to you, I'm going to show you exactly how this works. The first thing that we do is we teach and educate you to what's called go live sessions. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take you online because I want to show it to you. I want you to see how this works and how powerful it is, because there's no company on planet Earth that I know of personally that provides as much value as we do with our training. So what happens, look at Go Live as like a Zoom. You guys are on Zoom right now. Go Live is a webinar platform. You log in, you click the language that you want, because everyone's, you know, different language. In fact, I was just on with India. They speak what's called Hindi over there, okay? And so you choose the language you want. They have the top featured sessions, and then you pick the channel that you want. So for example, I like to do what's called HFX, which is known as high frequency Forex. And I click on that. And what it does is it'll bring up a calendar of the educators for high frequency Forex. And so I can actually go down, select the educator that I want, and actually attend their live sessions. So let's say, like one of the people I like to follow, Matthew Thayer, great educator. I click on this. And when the time comes, it says he's going to be on at 8 o'clock, whatever time it is, we can get on live and we can trade with him. I'm going to show you guys my system of what I do. So if I click on this, so him and Ness Velasquez were on last night. This will actually be, this is a previous recording he did. And so if I get on here, I say, okay, I'm going to watch Matt trade live. So what he's doing right here, I've maximized this to the screen, is he is teaching us how to trade, how to look at an indicator. If the arrow is going down, we're looking for what's called a sell. If the indicator and the arrow is pointing up, we're looking at a buy, right? So what he's doing is he's explaining this is what's going to happen according to what we see on this with this particular trade. So let me give an example. I'm going to log in. I've got a demo account right here. I'm going to log into my account, and I want to show you guys literally how simple this is, okay? This is very simple. Some of you watching this for the very first time are like, I don't understand trading, never done it before. I don't like investing. I just have my broker, you know, do that for me. Well, as we know, most brokers, what do? They keep people broke, right? These are not professional. Look, I got brokers. They don't do squat. The reality is no one cares about your money as much as you do. I'm just speaking the truth, okay? They've barely grown my money the last 3 years that I've had traditional retirements in place, okay? So let's just say on this Go Live that Matt called out a trade, and he said, okay, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into the USD JPY. So right here to the left, USD JPY is the United States dollar and the Japanese yen. So I'm gonna click on that. The broker says it's paying out 77% on that particular pair. He says we're gonna get into a 1 minute trade, which means the trade will expire after 1 minute. I'm going to risk $10. Now, just so you guys know, there's no analysis on this. So I'm just doing this to show you guys an example. And out of that $10 that I'm risking, I'm going to get $7.70 USD, which is United States dollar, if that trade were to profit. So let's say I'm on Go Live and he says, okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and put in a buy, which is called a call. So that's the green button. And a sell, known as a put, is the red button. So I'm only really going to press two things, either the green or the red. All right. Let's say he said it was a call. So I'm going to risk $10. I put in the call. This trade will expire after 1 minute. Now here's the way that it works. If at the end of the 1 minute time that goes by, okay, as long as this trade is above the green line, when it hits this green line here, I'm going to profit what it was that I risked, $7.70. If it stays under the line, I'm going to lose on that trade. It's no big deal. You know why it's no big deal? Watch. You get on the Go Live session right here. On that Go Live session, Roger, I think you have some guy to mute out in the background. Let me check real quick. Hold on. I think we just need to mute Paul. There we go. Okay, Paul should be muted now, I think. Paul, if you can hear me, just mute yourself. Hold on one second. Let me go ahead and mute all. 1 second. There we go. All right, so you guys should hear me just fine now. Sorry for that distraction. Okay, look it. Up. I won. That's it. Everyone sign up. Okay, that's 4 in a row. You know what? I should just stop doing analysis altogether. I'm 4 for 4. Call me the GOAT, G-O-A-T, greatest of all time. I've won 4 in a row with no analysis. My gosh, this is easy. All right, so, but let's say I'm on Go Live and he said, get in. He might do 5, 6, 7 trades in a session. Was that very hard? You follow an expert. If I want to learn how to play basketball, I'm going to follow Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, or LeBron James on how to learn. Or I could just say, you know what, I could get it for free on YouTube and learn by myself. It's going to take me a heck of a lot longer, and I'm not learning from an expert, okay? And so this is how this works. My system is simple. Get on Go Live, copy their trades, learn the skill. How do you learn the skill? They teach it to you right here on Go Live. We do these sessions all throughout the day, every day. You can get on Go Live. You can go through our academy, and you can learn. No different than if you guys went to college or the university, except this one has a better benefit. All right. So this is huge. Part of the system that we have. I love it. It's fun. And in my opinion, you guys should make more money trading than you do in your job if you have one. That's my opinion. The reason why I love this is it's fun. F-U-N. There's not a lot of people out there in this world having a lot of fun. They're stressed out, broke, and run down from life. You need to have more fun. We have fun trading. It's really enjoyable, okay? And so copy what we do, learn the skill, change your financial situation, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to what I was showing you before, and I'm going to do share screen with you guys again. I want to show you an actual live example so that you can see what it was that I was talking about there. And so again, you get all those educators, you get all the sessions. And then the last thing that we have is we also teach, if you have the desires, just if you have the desires, no big deal, okay, how to become an affiliate, where you can start the process of getting paid to simply share this with other people by having them watch a video like this one. They could, you know, or not the video, but the webinar, okay? And so by enrolling customers, you know, into our academy, the company is actually going to pay you commission. So look at it this way. The simplest analogy I can give to you is look at this like going to college or the university without having to put out all the money, okay? The company is going to pay you a residual commission for getting other people that decide to get educated. Okay, you don't typically get that when you're going to college. Okay, and what this does is it will compound the money, because so many times I have people say, Brandon, I'd love to do what you do, but I don't have very much money. Well, if you become an affiliate, you make even more money, which gives you more money to trade with. So that's something I recommend. You don't have to do it, but it is an option for you. So I want to show you how this breaks down. So again, look at this as if you're going to school. If I went to school, I want a scholarship because I don't have to pay for school. I share this with 2 people, I get a scholarship. My membership is free. The subscription is paid for. It's called 2 and free. It costs you nothing. That means I'm going to be able to make all these trades and do all this stuff, and I don't actually have to pay for anything. That's pretty powerful. Now, here's how it really starts to escalate. Let's say that I were to share it with a third person. The company will start paying me $150 a month. Not once, but on a monthly basis. Now, what naturally starts to happen as people see the value and they make money trading, they're going to start to share the program with other people on social media. That means your customer base grows. Those 3, they share with 3, you now have 12 customers. That means that the company will pay you $600 per month on a residual basis. If you could use during this time an extra $600 a month, I want you to put 600 in the chat, because the reality is this: that's grocery money, that's insurance, that's gasoline in your car, right? It makes a big deal. In fact, some people watching this right now, depending on where you're at in the world, $600 a month would cover your monthly bills. We have people all over Latin America, and they make like $200 a month in their country. So this is a big deal. The thing I love about this is that you do not have to sell anything to anyone. People can make money without having to tell anyone about the program. Yet that's exactly what starts to happen. They can't not talk about it when they're making money. So those 12, they share with a few. You now have 30 customers. You're paid $1,000 a month, as those 12 customers are in what? They're essentially in the school. They're in the academy. This is where it starts to get crazy. 75 customers is $2,000 a month. 225 customers, $5,000 a month. 500 customers, $10,000 a month. When you see that Chairman 10 rank all the way up to Chairman 500, folks, we have people hitting those ranks every day. We just had another lady hit Chairman 10 1 hour ago. We had 3 people on Monday, Memorial Day here in the USA, hit Chairman 50 all in the same day. We have 2 individuals who are about to hit Chairman 750. You don't even see it on the screen. You know why? We've had to create another rank. That's how much this has exploded. We've doubled our company in the last 60 days. This is not even counting the money that they make trading. This is just affiliate commissions. This is just for getting somebody to subscribe to essentially go to school. This is so simple. It's not easy, but it is simple. And you're probably wondering, Brandon, sounds great. How much is it going to cost me? How much time do I have to put into this thing? But the great question is that the great question also has a great answer. And as far as time, you copy and paste. It can take you 5 to 10 minutes a day. Maybe you attend our Go Live session, 30 or 45 minutes, okay? 100% worth it. As far as cost, I recommend either starting with the FRX package or HFX. It's up to you. They're both $235. It's a one-time fee. The monthly doesn't even start for 30 days. It's $174.95. It's month to month. There is no contract you're locked into. And you have 2 ways to get rid of it. Number 1, refer 2 customers and get it for free. Number 2, simply make more money trading than you pay on the package price. If anyone's like, oh, I don't know if I can afford that or it's too much money, that says 2 things. Number 1, you don't see the value. Number 2, if you can't afford it, then you need to get started. If you can't afford it today, let's be real. 6 months from today, is that situation going to change? Probably not. Probably not. Most people's situation stays the same. Maybe it goes up and down a little bit. It stays the same. If you don't have the money today, you probably won't have it in 6 months either. You got to change your situation by making big changes, right? And the thing that I love about the company is that they give you a 7-day money-back guarantee, which says, look, not for you, just contact the company, cancel your subscription. We make it simple. Get your money back. Now, what I will tell you is it will cost you money to cancel. You're losing out on $6.6 trillion a day. $6.6 trillion a day that you could be tapping into. Think about it. When you look at this and you break down what it costs to be involved, that's $5.84 a day. Okay, so for less than a Starbucks a day, you have the ability to create freedom for your family and other people's families. So don't hold back from creating freedom over $5.84 a day. And ask yourself the question, is it price or is it cost that's concerning you? Because the cost is freedom. And you've got to set yourself free. I mean, look at what Warren Buffett said. If you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you're probably going to work until the day you die. So we put together 3 simple rules. Make money, use your money to make more, then repeat the process. Because rich people or those who are well off, they don't work for money. Money works for them. And you may say, Brandon, I don't want to be rich. Everyone says that money won't make them happy, but everybody wants to find out for themselves. When the lottery comes, everybody has it. There's no sad faces when people win the lottery. Everyone's happy when extra money comes in. They're always happy when a new promotion comes at work and they get a pay raise and stuff like that. Put yourself in a position where you say, you know what? I'm going to control my financial future. I am sick and tired on relying on an employer to pay my bills, right? I've never had the employer pay for my kids, okay? I pay for it by what I've done. You take control of your financial future. We have the platform to do it. We have the mentorship to do it, because mentorship takes you from the pit to the palace, if you know what I'm saying, right? Because there's too many people who financially are in the pits, and they have what I call cancer of the wallet. There's never any money in there. They log in every day. They check their bank account, and their number one thought is, I hope it's not in the negative. Oh, phew. Oh, good. A couple more bills went through. I've got a few bucks left. That is no way to live. Stress, induced stress, comes from what? Lack of finances. It's the number one thing that causes most stress and, cancer and all these kind of things is people stressing all the time about money. It literally will open things up for all sorts of sicknesses to come your way. That's what I've found. I've been broke and I've been well off. I will tell you, well off is better 10 out of 10 times. I did not see any wisdom when I was broke. Now, I learned a lot of things, which helped me gain the wisdom. I'll tell you what, I'd never go back to being broke again, because now I'm in a position where I can help a lot of other people. Rather than just giving a man a fish for a day, I've been able to teach men to fish for a lifetime. And I want to be able to do the same with you guys as well. And teach you guys what we've been able to do to have success. Look, I don't even need to be on here. I don't need to be doing this. I do this because I love people and I want to make a difference. And some people are like, do you just do this for money? The reality, guys, is everybody works for money. You work a job, you don't work for love. You work to get your paycheck. And proof of that is on Friday when everyone gets paid, what do? They get in their car, they squeal the tires, smoke coming out the back, and they go straight to the bank to deposit their paycheck. And by the time they deposit, the money's gone anyway. It's already been spent on all the bills. Okay, so let's not kid ourselves and say that we're not interested in money when most people are working 60 hours a week. They don't work for love. They work for money. They got bills to pay. Well, this is something that's more than just bills to pay. This is setting yourself free. All right. And with that, Roger, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back to you for any questions that anybody might have. Roger, I'm going to go ahead and make you the host again. And I definitely appreciate you, as always, for having me on here.
Thanks for that, Brandon. Much appreciated. Okay, guys, so if you've got any questions, if there's anything at all that you'd like me to ask Brandon, feel free to go ahead right now. You need to put something into perspective. What we have here, when you've got Brandon in front of you, you've got a guy who has made millions out of this industry and is prepared to teach us exactly what he's doing and how he does things. So, you know, that's a huge thing. So I'm sorry, I'm just trying to unmute you, Brandon. I'm trying to unmute you right now, but for some reason or other, it's not letting me. So there
we go.
You're done.
It's working.
Okay. So any questions? Put them in the group. Tammy wants to know, what were your struggles when you began, Brandon?
Well, the biggest struggle is people actually believing in themselves and believing that they can do it. It's we get in our own way. So the biggest struggle for me in the beginning was the belief that I could actually do it. And the other thing was I did not have a mentor that could teach me this, because when I got started, the person who got me involved, they didn't even know how to trade. And that was one of the problems. Whereas today, if I got started, there's plenty of mentors in the company. But the biggest thing was me being in my own way, is that I was lacking the belief that I could actually do it. And once my belief and my confidence went up, then I was able to start having more success. Jimmy was asking, are there any additional costs to using the trading system? As far as additional costs, it would be, we have different add-ons for services. If you want to try different stuff that might be 20, 22 bucks a month in that range, it's not really necessary. So there's typically not any additional costs unless there's other things that you want.
Okay.
So any questions?
Okay. Yeah. Well, one, your camera's off is one. So yeah. Okay. Well, apart from that, I've got a question for you, Brandon. Just for everyone this weekend, you sent me a message a short while ago. I've already passed it on to a lot of people, but you told me about an event that's happening on Saturday. Do you want to tell everybody about this Saturday's event, why they should be there for it?
I'm actually going to go, let me go ahead and bring up this event because you guys need to see it. Let me go to my WhatsApp here real quick. So this Saturday, and this is one of the things that I tell people all the time, again, is that people really need to plug in to what it is that we do. So let me go ahead and do a share screen 1 second here. Oh, it says a host is able to attend. Why don't you just make me the host? Yeah. And I'll share that screen. So this Saturday, it'll be kind of towards the evening time in the UK, but I know we got people all over the place. Okay. I think it says you made Paul the host now. Oh. But so what happens is we have a millionaire training that I do once a month. It's a super Saturday called the Millionaires Training. And my time is 10 a.m. So that's 12 p.m. Eastern. And so you just look at your time clock of what it would be for you. But I have some phenomenal individuals who are actually going to be on that call on Saturday. And so I've got it on my Telegram. Roger has it as well. We want to share it with you guys, but there's gonna be a lot of people on there, and we want to make sure that you guys are a part of that. So be looking for that. Hit us up individually if you need to. We can get you the information. Andre was asking, seeing that the Cash Trap strategy uses 3 currency pairs, how do we then use Cash Trap software and crypto, especially during the weekend? So you just apply those same principles. And we teach this on Thursday. Myself and Josh Lee, my trading partner, on Thursdays, we show people, it doesn't matter if it's gold or silver or cryptocurrency or USD JPY, the principles remain the same. The cash trap strategy itself just focuses with Matthew Thayer on 3 particular pairs that he likes to trade, that he feels that work best. So Andre, if you tune in tomorrow, we'll talk about that very thing. Jimmy asks, thank you for answering your question. Apart from Forex, do we get access to other instruments such as commodities, indices, stocks, or cryptos? Yes. Any of those that you want to trade, you can actually do right on the broker platform. We trade all the above. We were actually trading Bitcoin over the weekend. When the market was supposedly closed with crypto, it's actually open 7 days a week. And so you technically can trade every single day if you want to. There is no extra cost to that. So good question on that one, Jimmy. Any other questions that you guys have? I want to make sure your questions are answered because I don't want anyone to get off here saying, well, I like what I heard, but I didn't get enough information or questions answered. Therefore, I'm not going to get started. What I tell people is when they're like, you know, is it risky to get started? What's risky is not getting started. Okay. It is a greater risk to not invest. I mean, fast forward your life 10 to 20 years. Think about when you did not invest. All right. The reality is that's the missed opportunity. That's what's risky. And so for me, here's the philosophy I have: is if you don't take risk, you will not grow. Okay. Getting married is risky. Exercising is risky. Driving your car is risky. Not social distancing and all that. I mean, look, everything in life is risky. What we're doing is risky, but it is only risky if you don't have the education, the knowledge, right? And so what we do is we minimize risk, saying, hey, we're only going to risk 1 to 5% per trade. Okay. It'll cap. And so therefore you don't have to just lose your entire account. Okay. Be smart and you take educated, conservative risk. And that's how you grow. Any other questions you guys have? All right. Like we're doing a session tonight. I know for some it'll be early morning, depending on where you are in the world. We're going to be on with Matthew Thayer tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be trading with him live. For some of you guys, it might be like 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. But we have people from around the globe who get up all sorts of different hours, depending on where you live, and jump on our sessions. And why do they do that? Because they make money. That's why. It's funny what people are willing to get out of bed for. It's like they're like, oh, I'm not a morning person. And then all of a sudden they're up at 5 o'clock in the morning on Go Live trading and making money. All of a sudden they become a morning person because the value is high enough, right? So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me on. And Roger, I appreciate it.
Brandon, you're welcome. And you're absolutely right. There's going to be people getting up at 4 a.m. all over the UK, all over Europe, just to listen to that call. So we'll look forward to seeing you then. Okay, guys. So if you enjoyed the call and you got some value out of this and you want to get started, get back to the person who invited you onto this call and ask them how you get started, and they'll tell you the next step. We do these calls here in the UK twice a week. So the same time tomorrow night, 8 p.m. UK time, using exactly the same link. We're going to do the same thing all over again. But tomorrow night, I'm going to do something slightly different, because tomorrow night, I'm going to interview someone who's actually working this system right now, actively here in the UK, and is getting amazing results. And I'm going to get him to tell you the real truth about how he got started, how he's found it going, any problems he's had, and then the successes that he's had as well. So you get the whole deal, the whole picture. So do not miss that call. Be on the call tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Thanks for the call, calling in. My name is Roger Garth. We'll see you tomorrow night. Bye, everybody.